Well, hello there, it's Bordsdude is back with another video, and today I'm talking about Kingdom and what I feel this will do for the Generations line and what will happen to the Generation 1 characters in that line. So we know that the final part of War for Cybertron trilogy is called Kingdom, and it will be heavily based on Beast Wars, with some Generation 1 characters slipped in there. What I think is going to happen with Generation 1 is that these characters will move into the Studio Series line, and that the Generations line will become heavily focused on other franchises such as Beast Wars, the Unicorn Trilogy, Animated, and even Prime. Now I know what you are thinking, that the Studio Series line is mostly, and well has been rather, Michael Bay and the Bumblebee movie only, but we are seeing the rumoured Studio 86 series leaks coming out with Hot Rod and Cap. But I could see the Studio Series line moving away from just being locked into that movieverse era and expanding into Generation 1, or a lot more Generation 1, with still some of those Michael Bay and Bumblebee movie characters being released. However, I think that will only work if Kingdom's a success, and that's a big if right now, because while we know there's a lot of vocal people in the fandom who just are fed up of Generation 1 characters and want a bit more variety, characters from Beast Wars, characters from the Unicorn Trilogy, Animated, and so forth, characters typically don't sell well enough within the Generations line to consider them a success. Now, I use these examples quite often, and some of them are very dated now, but if we take a look at Rhinox from the Thrilling 30th line, he appeared in BM, so this is a bargain store in the UK, along with the other Thrilling 30 Voyager waves, which included, the Springer, the Double Dealer, as well as a few others like Sandstorm, Brainstorm as well. And at least in my local BMs, Rhinox was left to last, and he had to get reduced further to move him on. More recently, if we take a look at Siege, what I seen was that Cybertron, or Galaxy Force Convoy Optimus Prime, was in TK Maxx, which is another bargain store, last year at Christmas time, and that figure hadn't been out a year and it was already hitting bargain stores. Now I know there is that argument there for the grey import market, and I understand that, but it was still a bit strange to see a brand new figure, more or less anyway, already in a bargain store. It was quite strange, and I know there's been a few other examples out there such as Sideswipe hitting home bargains and things like that, but I never seen that personally. What I'm saying is, for fans who just are fed up of Generation 1, or don't like Generation 1 at all and prefer Beast Wars and other franchises in the fandom, to buy these figures if they want this to continue on being a success. Because if these figures don't sell, and Hasbro's taking a big risk on this, if they don't sell, then Hasbro's just going to go straight back to Generation 1. Maybe release characters from the Generation 1 and Generation 2 line we haven't seen much of, or at all, because they know it sells, and that's just been a plain matter of a fact, and most of the years the Generations line has been out. But I think times are definitely changing, as fans of Beast Wars and the Unicorn Trilogy and so forth are now getting a lot older. Heck, I know there's like a 16, 17-year-old fan of Transformers in the Transformers community, which is a bit scary for a guy my age, but we're seeing that change now. So while it's a gamble for Hasbro at this point to try another franchise, it could be the right time this time to do it. But for you guys out there who want something different in the Generations line, you really have to support Kingdom just now, buying not only the main cast of characters from Beast Wars, and heck, I'll be buying a couple because I did enjoy watching Beast Wars back in the day, but for guys who really want that change, you're going to have to be buying those third, fourth tier characters just to show Hasbro that yes, these characters can sell, and yes, we want change in the Generations 1 line and move it away from the G1 solely focused figures. But if that doesn't happen and people don't buy enough in the Kingdom line, then like I say, we're going back to the Generation 1, maybe Generation 2 characters. So the question to you guys is, what do you think is going to happen with Kingdom? Do you think it'll get enough support and that Hasbro will move away from that Generation 1 heavy focused ideal in the Generations line? Or do you think, unfortunately, it's not going to work and we're just going to go back to what Hasbro does, and I guess what they have been doing recently very well. Let me know in the comments section below, or even better yet, crack on my video reply. I'd love to hear a response from you guys. And until next time, thanks for watching.